What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well, feeling great, enjoying freedom. It's a great day to have a great day. Today, I wanted to talk about both silver and gold. Some of my stacking strategies moving forward, but we also have to talk about the Federal Reserve's quantitative tightening process that just started this month. We're going to get into it, but really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos, subscribe to my second channel for weekly videos, get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel, come and join us in the Precious Metals VIP Club for giveaways, live streams, deal alerts, and a whole lot more. And of course, make sure to go and get your 6 free stocks by downloading Webull and funding your account. Refer one friend to the app by June 9th. You got 2 days left, and they're going to give you all the way up to 100 free random stocks. Refer 3 friends by the end of the month, and they're going to give you 1 to 15 free shares of Apple. Everything will be linked in the description. So today is Tuesday, June 7th, 2022. The current spot price of silver as I'm filming the video is $22.04. It's up 1 cent today so far, or up 0.05%. A very mild green day for the beautiful white metal. Spot price of gold is $18.50.10. It's up $8.70, or up 0.47%. A mild green day for the beautiful yellow metal as well. And of course, the gold to silver ratio is in the 83 to 84 to 1 range. But of course, that's as I'm filming the video, not as I'm editing, posting, or as you're watching. So head on down to the comments and let me know the date and time you're viewing the video and what the current spot price is for you. I'm always curious. So today, I wanted to talk about a couple of different things. I wanted to talk about the silver. I wanted to talk about the gold. I wanted to talk about how they had a pretty decent day yesterday, and pretty much everything had a decent day yesterday, but we've been on a pretty crazy roller coaster when it comes to the stock market. We've seen some massive swings in upward and downward directions. We've seen silver and gold take a hit, but we've also seen them pop up in an upward direction as well. We've been seeing a lot of stuff going on, and I wanted to talk about something very specific when it comes to the silver and the gold, and something that I've been thinking about and something that I've really been taking into consideration these last couple of weeks. But before we can even get into the money, I think we need to first talk about the currency. More specifically, the Federal Reserve's quantitative tightening process. So I'm sure it's no surprise that this whole year so far, the markets have been pretty wacky, and that's been especially true these last couple of weeks. We started to see rock solid companies release horrible earnings reports, which sent us in a downward direction. Then some massive companies released really good earnings reports, which sent us back up. Then last month, April's inflation report came out. Gas prices continue to be on the rise, and now our friend Jerome Powell of the Federal Reserve is starting the quantitative tightening process. So if you don't know what quantitative tightening is, it's the opposite of quantitative easing, aka the opposite of printing ridiculous amounts of currency, where instead of adding money to the Fed's balance sheet, now we're removing from the balance sheet. And this is being done right now. As of June 1st, we're now selling $47.5 billion worth of assets every month. About 2/3 of that will be of treasury bonds, and about 1/3 will be mortgage-backed securities. But that's just where we're starting. After 3 months of selling $47.5 billion worth of assets, we're going to double that to $95 billion worth of assets being sold every month. Now, don't just take my word for it. You can go on over and read this for yourself on the Federal Reserve's website. There's even a part that says, to ensure a smooth transition, the committee intends to slow and then stop the decline in the size of the balance sheet when reserve balances are somewhat above the level it judges to be consistent with ample reserves. But here's the issue with that statement right there. And this has a lot of people kind of concerned. Nobody knows what ample reserves means. There are a lot of guesses out there. Massive banks and whatnot are putting out what they believe ample reserves mean. And these are figures in the trillions of dollars that don't even align with one another. So, at the moment, that's what we know. As for the rest, time will tell. But in response to all of this, the stock market has been even more of a roller coaster than it normally is. I mean, for example, last week, obviously the market was closed on Monday, Memorial Day, but Tuesday and Wednesday were both in the red. Thursday, we spent half or maybe even most of the day in the red, and then we ended up in the green upon the close, and then Friday we were back in the red again. Here we are on Tuesday. Yesterday was a pretty green day. God only knows what's going to be brought to us today and the rest of the week, but point being is we've seen some pretty big ups and downs. And before we move on to the silver and the gold, since we're on the topic of the stock market, I just wanted to issue a friendly reminder to go and get your 6 free stocks by downloading Webull and funding your account. You can deposit any amount, even as little as a penny, and this promo ends on the 9th, so capitalize on that while you can. If you refer one friend to the app, once again by the 9th, 2 days left, Webull's going to give you all the way up to 100 free random stocks for the referral. And if you refer 3 friends to the app, by the end of the month, they're going to give you somewhere between 1 and 15 free shares of Apple, each worth about $140 to $150 right now. You're guaranteed at least one, so make sure to capitalize on this opportunity. If you don't want the stocks, go and get them anyway, sell them. Congratulations, now you have the cash to go and get you some silver and gold if that's what you want. Webull link in the description. Time is running out. Don't pass up on an opportunity. But now moving away from stocks, moving away from the Federal Reserve, moving away from Jerome Powell, moving away from absolutely everything related to quantitative tightening, let's now get back into the silver and the gold. So sitting here on display, you can see that we have a nice little selection. We have a 10-ounce bull bar over here. We have a 10-ounce sunshine bar over here, a 5-ounce sunshine bar on top, a couple of 1-ounce bars right here, an American flag bar and a Westminster bar. We have some 90% Washington quarters, Walking Liberty half dollars, and Roosevelt dimes. We have a 5-ounce Aztec calendar round underneath a little pile of gold, 1/4-ounce Philharmonic, 10th-ounce Philharmonic, 10th-ounce Eagle, Maple, Britannia, Krugerrand, and Kookaburra, and Philharmonic if I didn't say that. We have some Queen's Beasts, the Yale, the Greyhound. We have the Creatures of the North, the Kraken and the Werewolf, and then of course we have just a regular Maple Leaf, a regular Kangaroo, a regular Type 1 Silver Eagle, and a regular Type 2 Silver Eagle. So a nice little display. But there was something that I wanted to talk about related to silver and gold. Mostly gold, even though my priority metal right now is absolutely silver. Silver is my precious metal of choice. It's the metal that I prefer at this time. It's the metal that I personally believe makes the most sense to be directing my currency and converting as much of that currency into the beautiful white metal as possible. I haven't picked up any gold in quite a bit of time. I'm currently saving up for a larger gold coin, larger than anything that I've ever picked up before. And the reason for that is mainly due to the fact that I'm not in a rush to get gold. I'm not scrambling to pick up fractional gold coins or little 1 gram or 2.5 or 5 gram gold bars. I'm not in a rush to get small pieces of gold. I'm taking my time. I will be honest. I'm kind of in a rush to get silver. I'm trying to get as much of that as I possibly can. I'm picking up 90% as frequently as possible, constantly running to the local coin shop. Well, I shouldn't say constantly, but once or twice a month, running on over to the local coin shop upon payday to go and get me some money in exchange for my currency. So when it comes to silver, I guess you can probably say that I am in a rush. Gold, on the other hand, I'm not in a rush, but I am saving up to get a larger piece of gold. Something that I've never picked up before, a denomination that I'm unfamiliar with, a larger piece. And I'll make my decision what that will for sure be. I don't know exactly what denomination I'm going to be going with. Might be half ounce, might be a 1 ounce gold coin. Who knows? I might end up going back to just picking up a couple of 1/4 ounce gold coins if that's what I choose to do. But I think I'm going to go with the larger denomination this time. And the reason for this decision was because I was thinking about it. And all these years I've focused on fractional gold. And I love fractional gold. Everything that I've said remains to be true. If I had to choose, like if the price tag was exactly the same, and if I had to choose between 10 10th ounce gold coins and 1 ounce gold coin, I think the 10 10th ouncers make more sense, if the price is the same anyway. I just always figured, I was like, well, why pack that much value into just one piece of metal when I can have it spread out? It's like having a $100 bill versus 10 $10 bills. It's the same thing for me. I'd rather have the 10 10s. Now for you it might be different. For you, maybe you'd prefer the $100 bill. Maybe you'd prefer the 1 ounce gold coin. Same could be said about silver, by the way. Maybe you'd prefer to go and get yourself a 100 ounce silver bar as opposed to having 10 ounce silver bars or a bunch of 1 ounce silver bars, whatever the case may be. It's personal preference at the end of the day, but typically when it comes to both silver and gold, the larger the denomination, the lower the premium. So this is an excellent way of breaking down those premiums and getting more money for your currency and just getting an even better bang for your buck. Typically the larger denominations are a better way to go if you're stacking for weight and if you're just trying to pay the lowest possible premium imaginable. That has always been the case. I made an exception for gold. I always said to myself for years, I said, I understand that the premiums are a little bit higher. I consider it to be almost a security expense to some degree because I wasn't able to get fractional gold from my local coin shop. I can get silver from the local coin shop. Hashtag support your LCS. If you don't want anybody to know what that stands for, let them know it stands for locally canned soup. T-shirts, hoodies, stickers, and coffee mugs in the DYDSS store. Link in the description. But I wasn't able to get fractional gold from my local coin shop. I can get silver. I can get constitutional. Absolutely. That's what I've been doing for years. But I wasn't able to get fractional gold. Well, to be honest with you, my local coin shop's not even a coin shop. It's an antique shop, and they have a section of the store dedicated to coins. So kind of understandable why they don't have the most impressive selection in the world. But anyway, I always made an exception for fractional gold because I would get it online, and I just figured, I was like, well, God forbid something goes wrong, gets lost in the mail, or the package gets stolen, or something like that. It would be much more heartbreaking losing something worth roughly $2,000 as opposed to something like a 10th ounce gold coin, which is worth roughly $200. It would be 1/10 of the heartbreak. And not only that, I just figured that they were more practical to use. I was like, well, for smaller transactions, it's probably better to have smaller denominations if I were to ever, buy and sell something in precious metals. But these last couple of weeks, I've been thinking about it. And by the way, that's been my stance for the last pretty much 4.5 years. But the last couple of weeks, I was thinking about it. And I asked myself, sure, fractional gold makes far more sense for smaller transactions. But you know what else makes sense for smaller transactions? Literally all of the silver that I own. 1 ounce, 5 ounce, 10 ounce pieces of silver are pretty much the same as the smaller denomination pieces of gold. 10th ounce gold coins, 1 gram, 2.5 gram, 5 gram. From a dollar bill standpoint, very similar. So I was thinking to myself, I was like, well, why pay the high premium for something that would be used for smaller transactions when that's what silver's for to begin with? I don't have a whole lot of silver designated for larger transactions. And by the way, I don't plan on buying or selling anything with the precious metals necessarily. It's just more of a just in case type of thing. But I was thinking about it. I don't have any silver large enough to be, dedicated to larger transactions. Silver's for the smaller transactions. I'm well aware of that. Gold is typically seen as something used for larger transactions, but not really so much the type of gold that I have, considering all I have is fractional gold. Maybe I should save up for a larger piece of gold. I was never comfortable packing that many dollars or that much value into just one piece of metal, but on rare occasions, I'm not really seeing much of an issue with that anymore. So it's just something that I'm taking into consideration. Again, I'm saving up. I'll make a decision when I have the currency to make the decision. When I have enough currency to go and get myself a 1 ounce gold coin, I will decide at that point, am I going to get a 1 ounce gold coin, or am I going to get 2 half ounce gold coins, or maybe I'll get 4 quarter ounce gold coins, or maybe I'll mix and match it up. Maybe I'll get a half ounce and 2 quarter ounce. Who knows? At this point, I don't know. I'm saving up for it. I'm not really being picky, and I'm also not in a rush. I'll get there when I get there, and when I do, that's when I'll make the decision. But that's my pile of cash that I'm using to save up for gold. I have a separate pile of cash that I'm using to frequently run to the local coin shop and pick up some 90% junk constitutional Washington silver quarters. These right here, my go-to. And between the two metals, obviously, like I said before, silver is my precious metal of choice. It's my priority metal. I personally believe that silver makes a little bit more sense to be stacking right now. And when the dust settles, like years, decades down the road, I would like to be able to look at the stack of silver and gold, which, by the way, hopefully at that point will be a mountain of silver and gold. And hopefully at that point I'll be able to say to myself that I got a majority of my gold with silver. And by that I mean, I don't want to convert a ridiculous amount of dollars over the course of my life into gold. Sure, I'll pick up gold from time to time, and I've never traded any silver for gold at this point. 4.5 years of stacking, still haven't done that. The opportunity hasn't really presented itself, but hopefully over the next couple of years, next couple of decades, the opportunity will pop up, and I'll be able to trade a small handful of silver for a little bit of gold, just from time to time. That's what I would like to be able to say to myself at the end, that I do have a decent amount of gold, and a majority of it came from converting some silver into it. See, that's how I want to get a majority of my gold. I don't want to convert all of my dollars into gold. I'd rather convert my dollars into silver. And when that gold to silver ratio gap closes in, trade some silver for gold. Not all of it, not most of it, not even half of it, just small portions of it. See, that's why I consider silver to be the opportunity metal. I personally believe silver will take me to that point, and I'll be able to get gold with it. And then later on down the road, who knows what I'll be able to get with all the gold that I have. Maybe I'll keep hanging on to it. Maybe I'll trade it for some land. Time will tell. But I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. When it comes to the Federal Reserve, when it comes to quantitative tightening, what are your thoughts on the process right now? $47.5 billion worth of assets being sold every month for 3 months, and then we're doubling it. What are your thoughts on that process right there? And of course, when it comes to the silver and the gold, between the two metals, which is your precious metal of choice? Which is your priority metal? Which metal do you think makes more sense to be stacking right now? And what are some of your stacking strategies? Head on down to the comments and let me know. If you guys liked today's video, please hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Go and get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel in the biggest possible way. Got t-shirts, hoodies, stickers, coffee mugs in a bunch of different designs. A lot of the products are helping us raise some funds and awareness for different charity organizations, by the way. DYDSS store will be linked in the description. Come and join us in the Precious Metals VIP Club, which is where I do giveaways every single month, live streams multiple times a week, deal alerts on silver and gold almost every single day. You can watch all of my videos early and commercial free. Every Saturday morning I post a brand new vlog, and there are a ton of other perks as well. VIP Club link in the description. I guarantee you the value exceeds the cost. And of course, last but certainly not least, make sure to go and get your 6 free stocks by downloading Webull and funding your account. Normally it's 2 free stocks. They bumped it up to 6 until June 9th. You have 2 days left to capitalize on this opportunity. You can deposit any amount. It could be as little as a penny. It still works. It still counts. You still get your 6 free stocks. So capitalize on this while you can. If you refer one friend to the app, also by June 9th, Webull's going to give you all the way up to 100 free random stocks. 2 days left of this promo. Do not let it pass you by. And this is part of their advertising budget, by the way. I know it might sound kind of strange to offer you up to 100 free random stocks, but rather than wasting currency on billboards and TV commercials, they reward their users for helping them build their app with them. And of course, promo for the month is if you refer 3 friends before July, Webull's going to give you 1 to 15 free shares of Apple. However many you get is random. Maybe you'll get all 15, maybe you'll get 10, or maybe you'll just get 1, but you're guaranteed at least 1, and each share is worth about $140 to $150 right now. So don't pass up on an opportunity. Webull link in the description. Time is running out. If you don't want the stocks, go and get them anyway, and then just sell them. Congratulations! Now you have the cash to go and get you some silver, or maybe some gold, if that's what you want. Webull link in the description. And I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know once again, what are your thoughts on everything shared in today's video? When it comes to the Federal Reserve's quantitative tightening process, $47.5 billion worth of assets being sold every month for 3 months, and then we're going to be doubling that number. What are your thoughts on the process, and do you think it will have a meaningful impact? And then, of course, when it comes to the silver and when it comes to the gold, which is your precious metal of choice at this time? Which metal do you believe makes more sense to be stacking right now? Maybe it's silver for the potential opportunity. Maybe it's gold for the potential stability. Maybe you are going about 50-50. And then, of course, when it comes to saving up for a larger piece of gold, is what I said something that you align with? Is that something that makes sense? Maybe you prefer fractional gold. Maybe you're starting to think to yourself, well, all right, fractional gold is great for smaller transactions, but so is all of the silver that I'm stacking. Maybe I should save up for a larger piece for a way of breaking down the premiums and utilizing the beautiful yellow metal as a way of making larger transactions if need be. Head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you tomorrow. Don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.